A very good evening to one and all. Myself S. Jule, and today we are going to deal with the fused deposition modeling. That is, it is a one type of 3D printing method. So, fused deposition modeling is the second most widely used rapid prototyping technology after stereolithography. A plastic filament is unwound from the coil and it supplies to and the particular supplies material to an extrusion nozzle. The nozzle is heated to melt the plastic and has a mechanism which allows the flow of metal plastic to be turned on and off. So the nozzle is mounted on a mechanical stage which can be moved both in horizontal and vertical direction. As the nozzle moved over the table in the required geometry, it deposits a thin bed of extruded plastic to form each layer. The plastic hardens immediately after being squirted from the nozzle and bonds to the layer below. The entire system is contained within a chamber which is held at a temperature just below the melting point of the plastic. So a 3D printers that are based on this technology is called as a fused filament fabrication, or what we call as a plastic jet printing, or material extrusion printers, which is the uh, generic names of 3D printer. So look at this. This is generally a machine of FDM, what we call as a fused deposition modeling, having a different sizes, build volume, or etc. mentioned over here. So how it is working? What are its parts? Maybe saying in the subsequent slides. So it consists of first of all the printer platform. Look at this. This is the platform. This is the printer platform. So the printer platform or the bed is a typically made up of metal, ceramic, or hard plastic, and each successive layer it is deposited on this particular platform. So the machine is having a nozzle, what we called as a printer head. So what is the function of nozzle and printer head? The nozzle of fused deposition modeling printers is attached to a mechanical chassis which uses belt or lead screw to move it. Look at this here. The mechanical, what we called as a nozzle or printer head is there. We can explain. This is a nozzle or printer head. Look at this particular mechanism, what we call as a nozzle or printer head. So the entire extrusion assembly is allowed to move in X, Y, and Z dimension by motorized system. This particular head assembly, nozzle head assembly, can move in X direction, Y direction, and also in Z direction. So what we call as this particular system which is controlled by motorized system. Another motor called as a stepper motor is used to advance the thermoplastic material into the nozzle. All the movement of the head and raw materials are controlled by a computer. Next is what type of raw material used in this particular fused deposition modeling method. A raw material is typically production grade thermoplastics, though sometimes metal is used as well. A thermoplastic material is capable of being repeatedly melted when exposed to the heat and resolidified when the heat is withdrawn. Look at this. This particular material is provided by built material spool, and it goes into the plastic state when it is heated, and when it come out of this particular nozzle and situated away, it will become a solidified. So it is a material that repeatedly melted when exposed to the heat and resolidified when heat is withdrawn. The thermoplastic filament or metal wire is wound as a coil on a mounted spool. It is then fed through the printer nozzle. So the better class of 3D FDM printers allows the temperature of the nozzle to be maintained just close to the glass transition temperature of the material being extruded. So why this particular temperature of the nozzle is maintained just close to the glass transition temperature? Because it allows the material to be extruded in a semi-liquid state but return to a solid state immediately. This results in better dimensional accuracy. Remember, this material when get out of this particular inside particular in a plastic state, but when it comes to the in contact with the heat, it gets semi-liquid. It become a semi-liquid, and when in contact, when it become a part of this product by situating a layer by layer, immediately it will become a solidifies. So material is semi-liquid at the inlet and it become return to the solid immediately after placing by on the layer. In a principle, any thermoplastic can be used as a raw material for FDM printers. Commercially, few of the popular choices of raw materials including nylon is there, ABS, what we called as a acrylonitrile butadiene styrene, that is ABS, and its various polycarbonates, polylactic acid or polystyrene, and also thermoplastic urethane, etc. materials are used for as a commercial purpose. MED 610, a raw material that Strategy provides a biocompatible. Strategy is a company which generally used a MED 610. Their Ultem material is also is too certified by the aerospace industry. So how it works? Look at this. This is a general diagram of fused deposition modeling, where your what we call as a base is situated on this particular build platform. This platform can be lowered as layer by layer. After each and every layer is goes downward direction. So layer thickness or feed of material generally can be controlled by this particular platform and spool material provided by this particular stepper motor. So the foam base is generally situated on the build platform. This is the what we called as a nozzle head. The plastic material is provided to the nozzle head by this particular build material spool, which is consist of a support material spool also. Both are operated by or controlled by stepper motor. It is provided to the this particular head, nozzle head. Look at this. As mentioned earlier, there are two nozzles. One is for build material filament, that is this main, and second is support material filament, this is second. So this is the extrusion head, which is, and this particular build material filament and support material filament controlled by this particular driving wheels over here. This is a liquefier which converts this particular semi solid to solid layer to semi solid layer by providing a heat. So these are the extrusion nozzles from which your layer of material comes out. So one by one, as per STL file in the CAD format provided to the CNC machine, which controls the entire this particular FDM process, gives the proper feedback to this particular head, and according to this it can forms a shape on this particular base foam by layer as per requirement. Its direction and motion is totally controlled by CNC machine. So how accurate are 3D FDM printers? Remember that 3D printers works on the depositing a raw material layer by layer along the XYZ axis. The accuracy of 3D printer, or we call it as FDM, depends upon the minimum distance the nozzle can travel vertically, that is Z axis, minimum distance that can move more the points along the sinusoid that can capture, and it will increase the accuracy. So for Strategy 3D printers, that is Strategy company 3D printers, which are the pioneers of the FDM printers, the current best possible dimensional accuracy is about 0.127 mm. The choice of raw material to plays an important part in achieving the dimensional accuracy, because different materials, raw materials having different uh, liquid temperatures and solidified temperatures. So as per changing of the material, your accuracy can be affected. It should be remembered that the accuracy comes with the cost of printing time required. So what are the advantages of FDM? The raw material is expansive, that is polyurethane, etc., which is called as a thermoplastic, which is expansive, durable, and maintains the dimensional integrity. There is a wide, the raw material is inexpansive, which is durable and maintains the dimensional integrity, what we call as a thermoplastics, which is less costly. There is a wide choice of raw material, as I mentioned earlier. Number of raw materials can be used as a inlet material for the FDM process. They are affordable, low turnaround time, the fabrication is easy, it is having a minimal wastage, the process of removing is very easy, and it can be also easy for handling. Apart from these advantages, FDM has another disadvantages, what we call as a uh, it is desired to level of accuracy is extremely high. To maintain the accuracy is extremely high, then the FDM printers may be of wanting. The requirement of accuracy is very high, which is impossible, which is quite difficult to achieve. So what are the applications of FDM? It creating a prototype for fit, form, and the for functional testing, for rapid tooling patterns and mold inserts, for creating and testing any parts that work under a thermal loads, production of precise, complex, and use of parts, example jigs and fixtures. Sectors which can use this particular FDM 3D printers include automotive, aerospace, or manufacturing, medical or architecture, consumer goods, fashion, education, and research. So before going to the final slide, we must compare the three different 3D printing processes, what we call as additive processes, that is SLA, SLS. SLA is stereolithography, SLS is selective laser sintering. This is SLA is stereolithography, this is selective laser sintering, and this is fused deposition modeling. So materials available for SLA is UV code photopolymers, ABS or PP, as in that case of same FDM. But laser cured nylon is used for SLS. Tensile strength we get for SLA and FDM we get fair tensile strength, but in case of SLS we get the poor tensile strength. Resolution, generally for SLA we could get the good resolution as compared to the SLS and FDM. So thin balls, for FDM we get very poor thin wall as compared to the SLA and SLS. What is tolerance? In case of tolerance, maintained by SLA and FDM are very good as compared to the SLS. Finishing, post build finishing shows model same as photo, and it is for limited for FDM. So secondary finish, it is same for all, that is painted pad, printed plated can be used. Functional samples, it not provide the functional samples by SLA and SLS, but for in case of FDM it is limited. So proof of design, yes, all three have a proof of design. So in this way we can compare the SLA, SLS and FDM in the different parameters on the basis of like process can be applied to metals, multi-metal components, tooling required, and replicates volume production. So this is all about the FDM process comparison of all three: selective laser assembly, so what we called as a stereolithography, SLS that is selective laser sintering, and FDM what we called as a fused deposition modeling. So if you have any query, then please tell me. Thank you very much.